After the fall of Bashar al-Assad's regime in December 2024, Israel responded faster and more aggressively than any neighboring state, launching a campaign with three interconnected goals. First, destroying Syria's military capabilities. Israel launched one of the largest air campaigns in its history against Syrian military infrastructure, not only to remove immediate threats, but also to ensure that any future Syrian state would inherit a much weaker military. Second, Israel then seized and expanded a UN buffer zone established under the 1974 disengagement agreement, moving troops into the demilitarized area, establishing new military positions and occupying strategic terrain, including parts of Mount Hermon. By early 2025, Israeli officials were openly declaring that their forces would remain indefinitely and that southern Syria should become a demilitarized area. Researchers have documented multiple new Israeli positions inside Syria and a growing network of roads and military infrastructure, with observation posts, military bases and fortifications appearing throughout the occupied zone. The third goal is to shape the political order in post-Assad Syria in ways that limit the authority of the new government. Netanyahu has repeatedly linked Israel's military presence in southern Syria to protecting minorities like the Druze, but this protection narrative serves as a broader strategic purpose, legitimizing a long-term Israeli security zone inside Syria. Now, more than a year after Assad's fall, Israel's presence increasingly resembles an occupation, drawing parallels with southern Lebanon and the West Bank. Reports from human rights groups and journalists document an expansion of Israeli military bases, repeated incursions beyond the original buffer zone, raids, detentions, restrictions of movement, the seizure of property and land, and the establishment of local administrative mechanisms linked to the Israeli authorities. But all this goes beyond military action. Numerous reports detail how Israeli settler groups are seeking to expand their presence beyond the internationally recognized boundaries of the occupied Golan Heights. While the scale remains limited compared to the West Bank, there have been multiple instances of incursions and efforts to establish settler outposts in the newly occupied areas. If Israeli infrastructure, patrol patterns, intelligence networks and civilian activity continue expanding, what began as a post-Assad emergency measure could harden into a permanent occupation. With the new Syrian state still weak and focused on internal reconstruction, Assad has little leverage. Israel, meanwhile, has both military superiority and a clear determination to shape the future of southern Syria on its own terms.